What's the word? What's the word? This y'all boy Landon again with another banger, Positivity exclusive video. And y'all know I had to bring my boy Mike on here. And we go back for a long time, for about like 15 years now, back when we used to kick it in the dorm rooms at Jeffco. But what up, Mike?
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
So, man, tell me something that God done for you in like the last month or the last couple weeks that he blessed you with, or something you couldn't overcome.
Well, I know he done blessed me and like basically I don't know. He blessed me with being in a position to like help my kids. Like he helped me like get through this little apprenticeship. Helped me get into it really.
Okay.
Just going, you know what I'm saying? And then just blessed me with the opportunity, I guess I would say.
Okay, cool.
That's what it'd be. You know what I'm saying? Just to better myself and do something for my kids, man.
That's what's up. So we got something in common a lot of people don't know. You know, we both got twins. You know, I got twin girls, they 3, and you got your twins and they
boy and a girl.
Boy and a girl.
Yeah.
So man, speaking on kids, man, what'd you say the obstacles you had to overcome for being a black father?
Man, especially being like down where we at, like I stay at, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, it just had to, like, opportunities ain't always there, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for fathers, period. Even a black father, especially a black father, the opportunity's not always there to get what you need, the stuff you need to help you excel to be a father. It's always against you, like the system is, like, for real. But, like,
it's a bunch of challenges.
yeah, it's a bunch. Like I can't even. Like so much I can't even think. Like it's a lot of challenges. Like baby mama drama.
We'll start on the baby mama drama.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst.
That one jumped out to you.
Yeah, cause like kids' moms make it hard, especially if they are bitter about the situation. You're not wanting to be with them, or you just how you did them and while y'all was together. So when they get the opportunity, they take it out on you. They hold the kids against you know what I'm saying? And that's not hurting nobody but the kids, really. And my experiences, you know what I'm saying, from growing up, you know what I'm saying, seeing this stuff, and then watching it with my own eyes for my kids, you know what I'm saying? Me not being there through the earlier years, you know what I'm saying, it shows, you know what I'm saying?
Like, when you said something, what stood out to me, you said something that you experienced when you was growing up as a child. Elaborate up on that, but what your experience, do you see a pattern for something that you deal with that you don't want your kids to have to deal with too?
Yeah, like I don't want them to be without their dad, you know what I'm saying? I ain't excuse my language, but I ain't have my dad there, you know what I'm saying? My mom had 8 kids, you know what I'm saying? 7 different baby daddies, you know what I'm saying? Right. So my dad was never around. He stayed 10 minutes away from me my whole entire life. I'm from U City, you know what I'm saying? He stayed 10 minutes away from me my whole life, and they ain't never tried to come see me. Like, ever, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want my kids to experience that. I want them to know who I am. You know what I'm saying? I want them to have a positive role model in their life. Okay.
So what steps are you taking so you know you won't break the same cycle as you feel like your dad broke with you?
Man, I'm there. Like no matter anything they have to do, school events, you know what I'm saying? I try to make time for that. Any little special little thing they want to do after school or their friend's house, I try to make time for that. Like I just do. You know what I'm saying? You got to be there. You know what I'm saying? You got to spend time with your kids. It ain't about what money you spend on them or what, and you guys got to spend time with them. You know what I'm saying? They see it. Every time they look up when they playing sports and they see you in the crowd, they remember that. Every time they have a bad time after school or something like that, they talk to you, they remember that. Like, I came to dad, you know what I'm saying? He gave me the best advice possible. You know what I'm saying? They remember that. That's the type of stuff I didn't get when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? That I want my kids to see.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's facts, bro, because I'm in the same situation. You know, my son right now, he want to be, you know what I'm saying, a rock star. Yeah. So, you know, since I got my brand and stuff, Television Talented, he want to start doing merchandise. Yeah. So I said for me just providing him with everything, I want to show him the basics of how you got to go out there and get it. Because just because it seemed easy for me now to talk to people and witness to people where I'm at, it took a process. Yeah. So I told him just like how you doing with your kids. Look, this is the initial steps you got to take. Yeah. So if you want this so bad, show me. So today I got to have a business meeting with my son. He want to show me his portfolio about his merchandise he want to drop.
See, that's what you got to do. You can't just hand them over everything. You know what I'm saying? You hand them over everything, they're not learning nothing once you hand them over everything. You know what I'm saying? You got to show them, like, what it takes to be there. Like, my kids, they won't shoes. They want V-Bucks. They want all this stuff. But what did you do to earn this? Did you clean your room? Did you do good in school all week? What did you do? What did you do to earn this? If you ain't earned it, you ain't doing it.
Right. That's real, bro. That's real. So I got a question for you, though. It's a big question. Because people think it's the same thing. Would you consider yourself a dad or a father?
I consider myself as a father because anybody can be a dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, have a baby, you call it a dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Being a father is being there, actually doing things, teaching your kids lessons and seeing it, like, happening in front of your eyes. Like, I tell my kids certain things, and when I see them go out there and do it, that lets me know I'm being a father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up. Because I see you all the time, you know what I'm saying, talking about your kids. You ain't posting stuff about your kids. He's posting stuff about what made you mad was regarding your kids. I'm like, dang, all right, Mike was on there. So that would inspire me to want to, you know, get you on the show, bring you up on Television Talent, because that one you posted about your daughter, about perseverance. When is the word?
Perseverance, yeah.
And we just learned about that in church. And I'm like, I was up there listening to it, and you talking to me, I'm like, dang, bro, it was like a confirmation to me.
Yeah, because it came up a couple times that week, perseverance. Like, you listen to Nipsey Hussle's funeral, 'cause I watched that, and they talked about perseverance and keep going on, you know what I'm saying? And then the day before, I read something on Facebook about perseverance, and then my daughter got that award, so it's kind of stuck in my head, like, you know what I'm saying? To persevere is to just keep going when obstacles, like, step in front of you, you knock them down, you just keep going. You get knocked down, you get back up, you know what I'm saying? And she does that. My daughter does that. like she don't give up. Like, when it's like if a tough task is at hand, she figures out how to get it done. Like, no matter what's in front of her, she figures out how to get it done. Like, and
that's what's
I love
up.
that about her.
So when you was growing up, because I grew up in Walnut Park, and this is something I never had, but you could have had. Have you ever had a role model growing up?
Nah, never. You know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, man, I'll keep it real, man. I looked up to the homeboys, the older homeboys that was getting money and stuff like that. So I'm from U City, you know what I'm saying? So I looked at all my homeboys. I wasn't like my mom. Like, I wasn't always at home. I used to run away to get away from home because I wanted to be out in the streets. So it was just my homeboys. That's what I looked at. I didn't see no role models. I just seen people getting money and having nice things, and that's what I wanted. So
right, that's facts, bro. Only reason why I'm asking that because like now it's like since I have 2 stepchildren, but I got 5 biological children, so I got 7. So I got 4 girls, 3 boys, and I got I got them from all ages, like domino effect. I got them from 9, 9, 6, 4, 3, and then I got a newborn baby 9 months old.
Man,
and it's like now every move I'm making, my son see it, my daughter see it. So it's like
every sponges, man.
Yeah, they sponges. So if I get a new suit, my son's like, oh, I want me a new suit too because my dad look cool in the suit.
That's how my kids do. If I go out and get some shoes, I can't walk in the house without no other pairs of shoes.
Yeah,
like,
so it's like
it's kind of hard. And like growing up, I couldn't do that. Like, my mom couldn't just. If she wanted to get one person something because they needed it, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't everybody got something, you know what I'm saying? If they couldn't fit it, you had to hand me down. Yeah. So
that's how it is. And that's why I asked you if you had a role model, because right now we in a position that we are role models and we don't even know it yet. We doing the best from every experience that we didn't know. So it's like right now it's like what you have a daughter.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest person to ever be a role model to, because how she see you could carry yourself is going to attract her to a man who remind her of her dad.
See, and I tell my daughter, I'm going to keep it real, man. I tell my daughter, you know what I'm saying, because I done did some messed up things to some females, you know what I'm saying? But I tell her, don't find nobody like me, you know what I'm saying? Find somebody better than me, you know what I'm saying? Find somebody better than me, somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to match your drive. You know
well, look at it like this. This is another question I ask myself to my daughters. What's better than you?
Man, it's just... Somebody's going to, like when I was, like right now, I ain't in a position to show, 'cause I ain't got no girlfriend or nothing like that, but I want her to find somebody that's going to push her drive. Like, I didn't push anybody's drive for real. Like, the girls that I was messing with, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't pushing their drive, you know what I'm saying? So find somebody that's going to push you and, you know what I'm saying, excel. That's what the word I'm looking forward to, excel.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, but you doing that though.
But now I am. But I'm talking about just I don't want her the stuff I was doing.
Yeah, but
I don't want her to experience that. Know what I'm saying?
But,
that's the type of I don't want her to
but
find
that's why you see a lot of women now who put themselves out there in every aspects because they didn't have that father figure. So that's why I'm asking questions.
Yeah.
All the people who know me, they know Lane Prater boy, that's all they got to say. And I don't want none of my daughters, you know what I'm saying, to have to do like that.
That's what I be trying to show her now, because I don't be bringing a whole bunch of people around my kids nowadays, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first started off, when I got on my own, but then I nah, I'm bringing a whole bunch of people around my kids.
So, have you made mistakes in being a father?
I have.
Yeah.
I made, like, the biggest mistakes I made, like, when I was little, I didn't get to experience a lot of they first. Or a lot of they, just the first and everything, just because they was little and I wasn't there like I was supposed to be. So,
man, I can relate to that too, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like my son, bro, like he 9 years old. I ain't see his first time crawling. I ain't see his first birthday. Yeah. I still to this day. Last year was my first Christmas I ever spent with my son. He 9 years old. So the pain of being missing something, you know what I'm saying? I'm there. And then on top of that, when I did see him, it's one thing I never gave him. That was love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always was so bitter about the anger what his mom put up on me.
Yeah.
So I stopped accepting him as my child and storing the love into him. So literally, I put hatred in it. So when he see me, he want to buck up to me. And then my words to him like, hey, little nigga, excuse my French, but that's how my frustration was.
Yeah.
Like, I brought you in this world, I take you out. Versus, you know, sitting down with him like, look, you know what? Despite everything we going through, I love you through thick and thin. So that's why I'm asking, you know what I'm saying? When I miss that thing, I can't never get that back. So that's why.
That's hard. That's why I missed a lot of birthdays, Father's Days, Christmases, Thanksgivings, Easters.
Yeah, all that.
I missed a lot, man. Like, because I wasn't always there. Like, I started off in that cycle, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I had an opportunity to do for my kids and I didn't. And then my kid's mother, she kept them away from me and stuff like that. Had them trying to think another man was their dad, you know what I'm saying, type stuff. Like, it was a lot going on, but like, and I sit back and I think about it, like, bro, I missed a lot, bro. That's why I make up for it. Like, everything I do, like, it's to show my kids, like, bro, I'm here. I'm here. That's what I'm here, no matter what. I stress, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Like, you can tell me whatever you want, bro. Just don't lie to me, and then I stress that when they somewhat listen to it, but
Well, you figure they still growing. You know what I'm saying? They gonna think like how we was when we was younger. Oh, mom and daddy don't know. But like my pain came from the opposite from yours. Like this something like you might not even know about me. You know my dad was around because all the parties we had. But you see my stepmom, my mom wasn't there. And there's nothing to bash my mom. But for me, knowing how to show love, the most important thing to me at the time got stripped away. And you said like the most important person you wanted there for you was your dad. So now you doing everything you possibly can to fix it. And you know how many people you probably can sit back and like, dang, no matter what you do right, they still classify you as a bad dad.
Oh man,
that's the stuff, bro. Like I had to bring up on the show because like I see your drive, I see you striving to be a father, and it's like I'm the same way. But it's either I'm 10 minutes late to pick the kids up, an argument. I'm 10 minutes too early, it's still an argument. Even when I'm on time, I still should have been earlier. 2 minutes. So I'm like, when I be seeing you, you know, posting stuff and just so passionate about your kids, I'm like, bro, that touched me in ways. I'm like, okay. I can see the hurt and the passion in you in the same time. You was like, I wish things was a little bit better. So if you had to get something, if you could have changed anything right now with you being a father to your kids, what would you want to change?
I would have made the relationship between me and my kid's mother differently. Like I would it would have to be different because her being hurt from what I did is hindering our parenting process. Like she holds everything against me. Well, you wasn't there for this. I did this. I did that, and that's on all her conversations. Like, and that's hurting because your bitterness is so your kids are seeing it now. Like you arguing with me over stupid stuff, and they seeing us argue or hearing us argue. You know what I'm saying, over like stuff that happened 7, 8 years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My oldest is 10. You know what I'm saying? And my 2 youngest, I got twins. They 9. You know what I'm saying? This stuff happened 8 years ago. Why we still heard about this right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think
why are we doing this? Because right now I cannot stop not arguing with you because something I did
back then.
Yeah.
Because you can't change it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do you think with the bitterness she has, do you think it's affecting your relationship with the kids?
It ain't affecting my relationship at all.
Okay.
It's not.
That's a positive thing.
Yeah, because I know how to ignore now.
Right.
I know how to ignore. No, so I got my kids, you know what I'm saying? And they see it all the time, you know what I'm saying? When I'm sitting back at the end of the night and my son come up there while I'm laying on the bed and he's put his shoulder on his elbow on my back or something and watch this. I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's showing me. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah.
That's facts. So if you had to change, like if you had to put yourself in a position to make a difference, what difference would you try to go out to try to make a difference in?
Man, I want to see more men be fathers, even if you're not there. Like, even if your kid's mom is, like, bothering you, want to see kids, don't give up. Like, that's where we mess up at. We give up. You know what I'm saying? When she's still hating on you or still causing drama in your life, you give up on seeing your kids because you don't want to deal with her. You have to deal with her no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's when I realized I got to deal with my kid's mom until my kid's 18.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes even longer than that.
You know what I'm saying? I got to deal with her. I got to deal with that until then. So it's just, I know I can just push her stuff to the side and deal with her later and just focus on my kids.
Yeah, that's real, bro.
I wish more men stop running away. Just like you have a kid and then you don't never talk to the girl again. Like, especially you got a boy, you know what I'm saying? I understand, you know what I'm saying? A woman can't teach a man how to, you know what I'm saying, a boy to be a man, period. Like, she can never do that. She can try her best, you know what I'm saying?
It just never work.
But a man not being there to show him how to be a man, that's gonna be always something a kid gonna remember, or they struggling to figure out how I'm supposed to be a man. Who showed me to be a man?
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah,
like
you can't teach a man to stand up and pee.
Yeah. I say I'm a man behind my man if I never seen a man be around.
Yeah, that's true. So, with the cycle of child support, you know what I'm saying, how that affect you any?
Not much. That's something I got way lucky with. You know what I'm saying? Because she got me for it, but it wasn't much. So, but
yeah, it's like with me, that's a blessing. That's one thing with all my kids. I don't pay child support, so that's good. But at the same time, it's like I always told my baby mama, I was like, look, if you need anything, let me know. Yeah. Don't just put me on child support and expecting me to pay for this. I could have provided that plus more if you can have this communication.
But I see a lot of dudes who are struggling because of child support. Child support is they play dudes for child support. They really do, man. Like some of these dudes, they making probably like $1,500, $2,000 a paycheck. And you see 750 of it or 500.
Half your income gone.
Yeah, like that's crazy. That's crazy. And some of these moms, they don't use they use it for their own selfish reasons. There's some women that do they do what they're supposed to do with their child support money, but some women they ain't doing what they're supposed to do, and that kind of makes it hard for some men. I see why some men don't want to pay child support because the women they choose to have kids with. You know what I'm saying? The stuff they do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So. Man, so what activity besides sports do you try to instill in your kids, like, you know, morals? Well, let me say morals you try to instill in them.
Morals, like, man, I just want them to be like, I teach education. I push education no matter what. Like, I don't care what we do. We ain't got to play sports if your grades ain't right. Education, that's what I want them to do. I want them to learn, you know what I'm saying? Sit and learn. Like, that's what I want to do. I tell them you can't never stop learning. The more you learn, the better off you're going to be. You know what I'm saying? You can play sports, be the best sports player in the world, but what you going to do if your knee blow out at 17?
Yeah. Can't do that. So that was real.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, like my daddy, he always told us, like, that's one reason why I got so good in sports and excel how I wanted to, because he made sure our grades, look, you gotta, it was to a point that if he knew it was an easy class, if I got a C in that was F to him.
Yeah.
So like, it was no way that in gym class, if I didn't have an A in gym, I couldn't play. I couldn't play. Like,
there ain't no way.
even though you know a C is passing, but he was like, there's no reason. Dress out. That's at least a B.
You gotta push yourself. That's why I teach. That's why I teach my kids, man. Like, stop being. I have a son that's he like to follow people, man, and he'll do whatever. He'll just follow. I try to teach him. You get caught on everything you do, bro. Everything you do, you get caught.
Yeah.
So that tell you need to stop doing what you're doing. Stop following everybody else, bro. That's why I teach them be leaders, not followers, man. Stop, just stick out. You know what I'm saying? Just because everybody else is dressing this way, you ain't got to dress that way. Dress how you want to dress. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. He like, I want Gucci, I want this. You don't need all that, man.
That's how my son is now.
You don't need all that, man.
Dad, can you buy me Gucci? I'm like, bro, Gucci don't make you cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I could put all this Gucci and stuff on, and I'm the most nerdiest person in the world. Yeah. But
being different makes you cool. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Being successful makes you cool. You know what I'm saying? Not just you can run the streets. You can run the streets whenever. You know what I'm saying? Being successful makes you cool. You know what I'm saying? Being like, you want to play sports, on TV, that's gonna make you cool because you stood out. You did different. You went a whole different route than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You decided, I'm gonna do this. Why everybody else doing this, and it's gonna pay off.
Yeah. So I know in the beginning of the show, you said there's a lot of points there's a lot of moments you missed out of your kid's life. So since you in your kid's life, what some moments that you got to capture that you glad you didn't miss?
Man, the moments that be getting me is when I sit back, and I watch my kids, and I be like, man, if that ain't me, I don't know what is. Like when you sit back and I see my son do certain things, both because my oldest son, he has that mean mug, so I sit there and I don't be me and mean mug, you know what I'm saying? That's how I be looking sometimes, and he be doing the same thing, or my son, he real goofy like me, and you see him just bothering everybody else outside when he doing his friends and stuff. I'm like, damn, I did this. Like that's stuff I like to sit back and look at, man.
Man, that's what's up, bro. Cause my son, he's about to get accepted into the gifted child program. So it's his mom was telling me that. I'm like, dang, I wish that's something I could have, you know what I'm saying, achieved in my life. And then, I get to go to the plays and stuff, my daughters and stuff, sing on Michael Jackson and all that. Nobody even they can participate in it or not. Cause you know how kids be, they want to cry as soon as they see daddy or, mama. But it's that I'm still there. Those are viable moments. And then now my little boy, my baby boy, it's seeing him crawl for the first time. Him trying to stand up. That stuff I missed with my first son. And that stuff I'm trying to make up for my second child. And then it's I could never fix it for the first one, but at least if I fix it for the last one. Then I got a stepchild who's still in the cycle, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put all his stuff out there, but his dad's, you know what I'm saying, not present. So I stepped in okay, I'm your dad. So what I missed for my first son, I'm trying to make it up for my, my last son. And then what I missed for my last son, I'm trying to make it up for my stepson. So I'm in a cycle okay, it's a lot of broken things that I missed that you know what I'm saying, I tell my stepson to wake up in the morning, brush your hair. I don't want to brush my hair. You know what I'm saying? Brush your teeth. I don't want to brush my teeth. Man, button your shirt up right. You know?
Put on some socks that match. Put on some pants. Put some lotion on. I do the same thing, man.
So that's the stuff my mom beat into me. Then, once I had that, I started holding on to them viable moments that I learned. So now it's okay, I learned from a woman aspect. Then I grew up and down as a man, so I know the difference. Plus, the different things, women teach us and stuff as men. Now I can teach my son how to be a man, and then, that's just the
See, I didn't took, my mom, I didn't took that, that iron fist. I don't put my hands on my kids unless it need to be. If my son do something that's worth it, then I might get on. But I don't, I take stuff away, but I'm still disciplinarian, you know what I'm saying? I don't they have fun. My kids have fun. They do whatever. But I'm still that disciplinarian, man.
That's what's up. With me, I don't believe that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta beat your child to get a lesson.
Yeah, you don't.
And with me, it's especially with my daughters, I got this tone. Hey!
I break them down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then my boys and stuff, they feel since they getting about my size and everything, they can push me a little bit more. But they know that limit that, hey, look, I ain't telling you no more.
Yeah.
Look, Then, you know what I'm saying, they branch off. But it's just that relationship you building with your kids. And, like, as a dad, you're not building that relationship. You building that relationship once you take the role as a father.
Because anybody can sit there and send child support and not see their kid at all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that, man. Like, but the moments you get to spend with your kids, the life lessons you get to teach them, the things you get to see, you know what I'm saying, that they doing, like, you get to see, like, yeah, I taught them that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sit back, like, yeah, I showed them that. And they applying this to their everyday routine, so.
Yeah. One thing I can say I'm blessed though, bro, about being a father is all my kids, I got to see all their birth.
Yeah, I got to see all three of mine. You know what I'm saying? I was there for all three of them. I got to cut the umbilical cords and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got to do all that.
See, that's a great thing. Like I've done all that, and it's like that's one thing. If you haven't experienced it as a father, you can't never go back to that.
That's one thing I didn't want to admit. I had a camera. I was down there when she was pushing it. I was watching the poo come out all the time with the camera talking. Like I was into it because I was like I knew like I wanted to be there for that. Like that's something.
That's you know what I'm saying. That's father moments. I understand like the first day of kindergarten I can't make that, but I can make your first day elementary. I can make your I'll make your first day at middle school, your first day of high school, your first day of college.
I'm gonna make your graduations, all that. I'm gonna make sure, but like I got a blessing handed down to me. You know what I'm saying? When I got my kids, like I got custody of my kids. You know what I'm saying? She gets them every Tuesday and every other weekend. So, but. Like I got custody of my kids. That's a blessing in itself because it kind of got dropped into. You know, I had to spend the money, but it kind of got dropped into my hands. Like,
so which one you rather have? To spend the money? Would you rather have the money back and not have your kids, or have your kids?
I have my kids, man. I can't.
So the money doesn't even matter.
My kids, man. When I say they made me look at stuff a whole different way, because I had to move differently. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now I can't go out as much as I want to. You know what I'm saying? I can't go run the streets like I want to. I gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't. You know, so I gotta make sure I get up in the morning. I gotta make sure they up in the morning. I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff, man. Like every day, and they kind of made me.
What's your challenges as a single father? Because I don't experience it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm married, and you know these different challenges I can experience. You know what challenges from you having your kids full time that you go through?
Man, always the financial struggles, always. That's number one, that's for sure. But just more like, more like not being able to do it. I really like to do a lot of stuff, like, but not be able to do what I want to, or sometimes like if the kids, I got a baseball game on this day, but I had this plan. Baseball, I gotta stop that, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go do this, I gotta do with the kids and stuff like that. But it's more like time.
Yeah.
So time, that's a major one. It's never enough hours in the day, never enough minutes in the day to try to get completed everything you try to get complete, especially with kids, man.
That's what's up. Well, here's $1 million question. Would since you being a single father, do it make you value single women more? Yeah. Because man, like I said, man, I don't know
like now, cause now I see, like when I see where my baby mama come from sometimes. I said, it's at these nights, you know what I'm saying, doing this while you was running the streets, while you was going doing this. You know what I'm saying? These sick nights, this kid ain't stopped crying, you know what I'm saying? He ain't stopped pooping all day. Stop throwing up. His ear hurt. You know what I'm saying? Right. Where you at? Like, I definitely see. You know what I'm saying? Because my baby mama, she there. She there, but she not there. You know what I'm saying? But it's and there's more stuff for single women to get.
Yeah, it is.
Like, honestly, I swear. Like, I'm not bashing single women. It shouldn't be easy. I mean, hard for you guys to get stuff that I need to get, but it makes it hard, man. Like, for me, it makes it hard, bro. Like, to get some of the stuff I need, it makes it hard. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I really can't, because, like, when you have to go do this and this, and trying to get, like, the assistance you need and stuff like that, because, you know what I'm saying, you need it and they deny you, like, dang, for real?
Right.
I'm like, for real? Now, you know what I'm saying, I really need this daycare assistant. Now you say, no? Dang, so I mean, you won't want me to work. That's what you
right.
like type, you know, say stuff like that, or you know what I'm saying, yeah, we're just like, and when people be looking at me like, dang, you always got these kids, like, dang, for real, you got your kids. When I tell people I got custody of my kids, they look at me like,
you lying. Get out of here.
Ain't no way. Nah, you lying. You just saying that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I got my kids. Like, I got my kids. Like,
time father.
Yeah.
So what's your goals from? I'm gonna ask you this 2-part question. What's your goals from here on out being a father, and what's your self goals for yourself?
Me, I'm starting with my self goals. My self goals is to keep being a better dad every day. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing things that's gonna inspire my kids to do better. You know what I'm saying? And then keep telling my kid we finna get a crib, bro. We finna get a house. You know what I'm saying? We get in the house, we gonna, let's say we see the dirt. We got the dirt bikes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? A little electric bike, a little gas powered bike. That's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We finna get, you know what I'm saying? We feel good, do that. That's my goals. But I wanna see them graduate college, get jobs, you know what I'm saying? I don't want them to see how to have kids. I had kids, you know what I'm saying, at 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't have kids till you know what I'm saying, till you establish. Like, that's what I'm teaching. Like, I want to see that happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? My youngest son, he wanna play sports. Like, what you want you to do, I want to see you do that, bro. I'm going to be there behind you no matter what. My daughter, she wants to be a humanitarian. You know what I'm saying? She wants to travel the world and feed homeless people, you know what I'm saying? That's what she wants to do, you know what I'm saying? Or be a vet, you know what I'm saying? Okay. I want her to be the best person she can be, you know what I'm saying?
Well look, though. So, you know, I got the motto, right? Pay your blessings forward. I'm in a blessed situation right now. So, I got a business with I'm helping my cousin build her business. It's called OCOTS. It's called Our Kids Off the Streets. And that's what her organization does, is she goes out and feed the homeless. So if your daughter want to experience what that's like, I can set that up for her so she can be that much closer to following her dreams. For real. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people around me, you know what I'm saying, doing a lot of things. Like my son, you know, how he want to be, you know what I'm saying, do his merchandise. I know people, by me just doing my podcast, I met who believes in me, they're going to help my son get that done. Your daughter want to feed homeless people. I can set that up for you to pay my blessings for it. So, you know, like your sons and stuff like that. Okay, they into sports. You know what I'm saying? We fathers. I can take my boys, you take your boys. We can go to drive to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Take them to see basketball, football, baseball, game. Anything we may be. You know what I'm saying? That's just something to pay my blessings for, because the situation I'm in. You know, every time, you know, I get blessed, I have to share a blessing. And that's how you doing now with your kids. It's like, okay, all your mistakes, you get to fix them right now. Because you figure, look how God worked in your life. Okay, you missed these important times, but all of a sudden you got full custody of your kids. So you get to see all the days you missed taking them to school. Now you like, man, I just need a break from taking them to school. So just look at how blessed you are.
And I want to say this too, because you know what I'm saying, because I wasn't always a single dad for the first year. You know what I'm saying? I had my kids almost 3 years. You know what I'm saying? It's always be 3 years. So this first year and a half, I had somebody that was there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. And I'm coming shout her out because she blessed me. She always helped me keep my faith whenever my faith was down. So I got to shout her out for that, because she helped me down. Like, she helped, like, when some people wouldn't have did, she did, bro.
That's what's up, bro. It's like
she, like right now, from that time being with her and watching, you know what I'm saying, she didn't have kids either, you know what I'm saying, put that out there. She didn't have no kids, you know what I'm saying, no kids, but she treated my kids like they were her kids, you know what I'm saying, watching that, you know what I'm saying, help inspire me too a little bit, you know what I'm saying.
Hey, bro, it's like, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, and just for you can be able to, you know what I'm saying, just man up and just tell her, look, you touched me, you inspire me to do better. Yeah. And, you know, the impact you left on my kids. Like, bro, that's nothing but love, bro, and I got to applaud you for that.
Because not, like you said, like when my faith was down and I talked, you know what I'm saying, and she let me know, don't give up. Don't lose your faith in God. Like, don't keep talking to him, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing that, you know what I'm saying? Got a shout out for that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
For that, for real.
So what, you got your kids in church? You do anything like that?
Yeah, they go to church. They go to church. If my son ain't got no tournaments or nothing like that, or they ain't got no sports yet, they go to church. So.
Okay. So why you ain't in church with them?
Cause man, hey, I was taught at a young age. You know what I'm saying? like I went to church when I was real young, you know what I'm saying? All the way until I was probably like 13, something like that, you know what I'm saying? I went to church and stuff like that, but being, you know what I'm saying, living the life I lived, you know what I'm saying, I didn't see a lot of wrong in the church, and I see a lot of right in the church, but I ain't gotta be in church to talk to God.
No, you don't
read the Bible or pray to Him to know, you know what I'm saying, because the stuff I do, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey,
so
even though I go to church, I still feel the same way. But you know what I'm saying? With the purpose me going to church because the situation God got me in. You know what I'm saying? He got me to use my voice as a leader to spread the word of God. So it's like I don't have my own church. So God put me in a situation to do my podcast, to talk to you. And you know your blessings God got from you. And so there's still a ministry there. And you right with it, you know what I'm saying? I went to churches and I'm like, man, this ain't for me. Yeah. But you can still go with your faith. If I miss a church because whatever reason, at least I know I'm going to pray more of that day since I'm not in church than I would that day. But bro, you on the right path, man. I got to say, for me knowing you for so long, you always was the big homie to me. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to say, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of your growth. Yeah, that's real facts, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, look around everybody who's around us from our age, well, my age to your age, to your big homies, because they be my bigger homies. Yeah. Look at how they father and their child and stuff they missing. Now, seeing the situation you in, you know.
And I try to surround myself with dudes that take care of their kids. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't taking care of kids, I don't know what I'm saying. We can see you, say what's up, you know what I'm saying? But I kick with dudes that actually in their kids' lives and actually doing stuff with their kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be surrounding myself with these days, you know what I'm saying? Trying to...
Bro, I remember when I first had my son, and this is a real life story, bro. And it was one person, like, you know, I was running around with females playing football. It was one person. I'm going to shout him out, James Towns, you know him. Yeah. He told me, bro, he's like, I don't care what you do in these streets, but you better take care of your son. Yeah. He's like, one thing you don't never want is another man to raise your son. He's like, because then he raised your son, he's like, your son will wind up seeing you in the streets, he might kill you. And that always stuck to me. He's like, I don't care what you see me doing, right, wrong, or different. He's like, you always will see me taking care of my kids. And so, like, I gotta applaud him for that because it's like, that's still something, like you said, you see people do that. And that's one thing I would never take from that man.
Yeah, I ain't never get to get that. I ain't get no conversation from that from nobody, you know what I'm saying? I just knew, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to take care of my kids because I had my dad around, you know what I'm saying? That's all, one thing I always wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes I wasn't there, and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I always want to know I want to take care of my kids, no matter what. No matter what,
you doing anything. So, bro, this is to this point, man. You got any shout outs? You got any messages you want to spread to people?
Man, I just want, man, feel like, man, dudes, man, take care of your kids, man. That's all I want y'all to do, man. I don't care what it is. Just take care because they need it, man. Especially black kids, man. Young man. Yeah, we need it, man. You know what I'm saying? These senseless killings and stuff like that. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it, man. Like you leaving kids without dads out here, man. You gotta think about some of y'all even got kids, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just gotta do better. We gotta do better as a community, man. It takes a community to raise these kids, man. It ain't just me, you know what I'm saying? I get help, you know what I'm saying? I get positive vibes from everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody I shout me out all the time or say something to me like, I see you, bro, you know what I'm saying? They let me know, you know what I'm saying? I get the positive reinforcement that I need when I most need it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, for real. Like, we got to do that for one another. You know what I'm saying? We got to stick together, man. We got to, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
We got to.
So if I could do anything to assist you, friendship-wise or whatever the case may be, what would you need from me to help you with?
Bro, that's something I can think about, man. That's
okay, well, you know what I'm saying?
But, like,
the door's always open.
Like you said, like, that'd be a good experience for my daughter. Like, if you can hook that up, that'd be cool with me. Like, that'd make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's stuff she want to do. She always say it. That's what she want to do. She want to be a vet or, you know what I'm saying, or be a humanitarian, man.
Okay, like, well, look, this is what I'm going to do.
For real.
All right, so this is time for my shout-outs. So, Ocox. So, I got a challenge for you guys to pay the blessings for it. So, look, a girl want to follow her dreams. I'm calling my niece. She want to follow her dream of feeding the homeless. So, we got to do Meals on Wheels to make her dream come true. Charles, what's the word, baby boy? Through the Glass. I need television talented, Through the Glass, and Ocox. The Inside Scoop. What's the word? Stand up. Come on, let's make these kids' dreams come true. Let's put together an organization just so my little niece can experience her dream of Meals on Wheels. But y'all know, this your boy Landon coming straight from Television Talented. Y'all know I love you. God loves you. Television Talented love you. Stand up.